say hello to
Dad.
Dad,
That's right.
Bill. Miss Polly may be watching. Hope she is. Uh, did get to talk to Bill on the way home from work today and got some more info and that kind of thing. Uh, I'm going to start right off with this. Uh, we got some fishing film. We fished last Friday night, and then was it Friday night, Wes?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Friday night, and then a little while Saturday night, right? Okay. And no,
Yeah.
okay. I thought we went. Yeah, I guess that's it. Uh, but anyway, we I'm gonna tell you this. I've got the aquarium. They filled it up with water, I guess, or do we have it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, it's filling up with water. I want to show you all a little something what we found Thursday night or Friday night, and then corrected on Saturday night. So uh, we're gonna try to demonstrate that in this aquarium here in a little bit, and want to thank our sponsors. Got a picture here of. Hmm.
We'll show you a film first.
Yeah, Wes, take that back there, and we'll do that while we're showing the film. We'll try to get the aquarium up here, get it full of water. Mike Pennington sent this picture to me. Dylan's gonna put it up on the screen there right quick. Yeah, and Mike, this is not a bass. Okay, no, I'm not gonna tell you. Dylan, can you put that picture up? All right, I know you're busy. Busy as a cat. We'll get it up there in a second. Uh, Mike was the gentleman that went with us over to the Cast for Kids gathering there with Loudon at Concord Marina back a couple of months ago. And here he has sent us a picture, and I know Mike's watching. And I want you all to see this thing. Uh, there it is. Yeah, golly bum. Mm. Now, that is a spoonbill catfish, weighed 30 pounds. He and his partner, Jackie McBride, were fishing at Caney Creek when he landed the fish. Now, I don't know if Mike was, what he caught that fish on. Uh, he may call in here and let us know. But now, yeah, I'd say he had his hands full with that. When you, uh, what I've been told, those things run pretty shallow, and they come up with a night, a billing, and and on the surface, and that kind of thing. So we'll see if Mike calls in. But Mike, I'm glad you sent me the picture, man. I appreciate it, and good to hear from you. And you're always welcome here on the Let's Go Fishing Show. All righty, Dylan, you need that. Okay, we're good. Just doing a little camera adjusting there. While we're getting set up here to go to the film, let me give y'all a little heads up here. Dylan was kind enough to print this off. I'm sure it came through. He or Brad won today. Uh, it's about remembering the risk of electric shock while you're swimming and boating. Uh, don't swim around marinas, basically. Uh, a few years back, we had 2 or 3 fatalities caused by electric shock while they were in the water swimming around the marina, because there's electric lines in that water, and that go from the bank out to the houseboats and that kind of thing, and they're not up in plain sight. They're in the water. Those cables are. So you want to be careful. about that. It says never swim within 100 yards of any freshwater marina or boat yard is one of the tips they've got. And then, let's see, talk to marina owners or operators about the dangers of electric shock. And if required, signs are not posted, ask your marine operator to post signs prohibiting swimming at their facility. And then it's, if you own a houseboat or cabin boat that's got electricity run to it, it says have your boat tested once a year to see if it is leaking electricity, or buy a clamp meter and test it yourself. And if you find any problems, have your boat inspected by a qualified electrician. Then test electricity at least once a month per the manufacturer specifications. Do not hire an electrician who is not familiar with ABYC standards to install electrical equipment on your boat. Many of the problems that lead to electrical fault results from the differences between shore and boat electrical systems and standards. Do not use common household extension cords for providing shore power to your boat. Use and encourage other boaters to use shore-powered cords built in UL standards. Never dive on your boat to work on underwater fittings when it is plugged into the shore power, even in salt water. Yeah. And if you have a private dock, don't swim within 100 yards if you're using electrical power. Just good common sense rules here. If you have not electrified your dock or put an air conditioning system on your boat, weigh the risk carefully before doing so. If you need electricity on your dock, hire a licensed electrician. Make sure wiring meets the requirements. If you normally run a power cord from your house or garage to charge your batteries, make sure the outlet has a GFCI and include an ELCI somewhere in the shore power cord. Never swim off your dock without shutting down all power sources to the boat and the dock. Even if you adhere to all these rules, nearby docks can still present a shock hazard. Educate your neighbors and work together with them to make the waterfront safe. And it says if you were in the water and feel tingling or shocked, do not follow your instincts to swim towards the dock. Let everyone know what's happening so they'll understand the danger and react appropriately. Some good information here, to pass along. There's a lot of power lifts at docks, private docks and this, that, and the other. We have a lot of power lifts on the docks, and they take electricity, so you want to be careful. You want to be careful around the docks and anything, like you said, if you feel a tingle when you get around the dock, back away. The farther you can get away, the better off you are. The closer you get to the dock, the stronger the electricity current's going to be, and chances of something happening to you could. It's good, smart thinking here on the part of Nashville and the legislature, State Fire Marshal's office to put this information out, and I'm glad they laid it here for me to look at. Because it's the first day of summer, the 21st, and or will be tomorrow. And put your mic on, Mike.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
all your docks, major docks have got signs all over them now.
Yeah. Well, it mentioned that if you find one that's not, go to the operator, or the marina
Private
manager.
job,
Yeah.
ones that usually ain't got no sign on them.
Well, that's what we were just talking about. There's something in there I just mentioned, all the personal docks, pretty much a lot of them have these boat oh heck, what do we call 'em? Huh? Boat lifts, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of them run off electricity. You know, now the electricity powers our pump, or that
Winch either one.
or the winch, either one. But still, yet there's electricity there in the immediate area. A cord could get sprayed or anything. So anyway, just be safe. Yeah, you put your foot in the water before you dive in, and it don't feel right. Don't dive in. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, we're glad we got that information out to you. And Mike Pennington, appreciate the picture, buddy. I know you're. What did I do with that, Mike? Huh? Oh, yeah, right here. You didn't get to see it, did you, Mike? I wondered if he caught that on a spinner bait or a jig.
Yeah.
It's a dandy. 30 pound. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, listen, we got a lot to show. We're going to get right into it. Dylan, are you ready with my camera on the 14th? Let's see it. Okay, bud. All right, folks, Friday afternoon, 10 after 8. Ashley and I are up here on Norris. Just sat down here on the first place, getting the rods out. We're gonna see how things go here. Remember our sponsors, folks, and looks like Wesley's got a black jig on that rod. I've got a black and a watermelon. And we're gonna a little bit of cloud cover, light, but we're gonna see what's going on here. Maybe we'll get on something. All right, remember our sponsors, folks, and we'll hope to get back with you here shortly. Get a bait in the water. Let's see here, the dang lens is fogged up on the camera. This cool air has got it fogged up. Wes got our first fish in the boat, and it's a little small fish, but we've had 4 good fish on and lost all 4 of them. I don't know, Wes. Camera's all fogged up. Maybe it'll clear up here in a minute. All right, there Wes is with pretty good fish that time. We've had several bites, but they've all got off. You done good there, Wes. He swallowed that thing, didn't he? Got it good. That's good. All right. Back in the water. Maybe we get on something here now. All right, man. Wes has got a pretty good fish right there that trip. Buddy, he's smoking me. I've got to change baits. He is absolutely smoking me. Yeah. Man, they inhaled that thing too, didn't he, Wes? Shucks. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. That's a nice fish, Wes. That's one of them 18, 19 inches right there, buddy. Sure is. That's a good one. All right, back to the water. Good job. All right, there Wes is with another fish. Not as good as that last one you caught, Wes, but a good one. All right, that's back in the water. All right, there old Wes is with another good fish, Wes. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Sure is, buddy. All right, get him back in the water. You're killing me. All right, folks, our Wes is with number 7. He's putting the boat, and I hadn't put one on yet, and I just had one on that come off. So we get back at it. That a boy, Wes. Good job,
right.
Wes. Finally got one in the boat, didn't I?
Finally decided you wanted to catch one.
Finally decided I wanted to catch one. Yeah, I never seen the beast. I've had a bad night, I'm telling you.
The green fish right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess no wonder I got one in the boat then.
Yeah.
Sure is. All right, back in the water.
All right, let's get another.
That
All right.
rascal hit that bait, and I missed him and hooked him in the belly. What about that now, Wes? Yeah, quit flopping now, bud. Yeah, he hit that thing and he must have just swarped at that bait and run by it and snagged it. Huh. Alright, back in the water.
Good enough. Still ain't hooked a smallmouth in the mouth. Alright. Oh yeah. Trap on with a nice fish.
If you don't get off.
Got him.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Wes, old boy.
About time.
About time we get on the right thing, ain't it?
Yeah. Alright, there he is. It's a nice one.
Alright.
Back in the water he goes. Get another.
Alright, there's old Wes with another good fish, folks. I'm telling you, he's killed me. He's eating me up here tonight. Good deal, Wes. Pour it to it, buddy. Alright.
Alright, there's Peppo, their second fish in the boat.
Yep. Folks, we really had a tough time last night holding on to our fish. I mean, and we've missed 5 right here. Had them hooked and just come unbuttoned. Nice little largemouth right there. And throwing a copper crawl jig, and right now with a black trailer on it. We may change up here a little bit, but we get this fish back in the water. Remember our sponsors, and let's go fishing.
There we go. Alright, there's Peppo with a nice fish.
Boy, just barely had him hooked, Wes. I mean, just barely. Goodness. Got that skin hooked there. Get the skirt out of the way there. Yeah. Hold still, buddy. Get you around here and get you loose. There, just fell out. Nice fish right there, bud.
Yep, that's a nice one.
Alright, back in the water.
Back in the water he goes. Let's get another. Alright, there's Peppo with a little fish. Very next cast.
That gum wind's aggravating us, Wes. I can't see where he's hooked at. There he is. Oh man. Get this thing around here where I can see. Right through the nose.
Alright, there he is. Get him back in the water and get another. Alright, there's Peppo with a little fish.
Well, Wes, that's 2 we've caught on a spinner bait. Now we just need to find the big ones.
Yep.
Alright, back in the water.
Get another. Alright, there's Peppo with another fish.
Wes, we're getting some bites on this spinner bait, but we ain't found the good ones on it yet. But they are biting it. That's 3 fish we've caught on the spinner. 3 or 4, which is it?
3.
One thing about that spinner bait, they don't get off of it too much. There you go, buddy. Okay, you got it. That went for that thing.
Alright, Peppo with another fish.
Mm-hmm.
I just had one jump off. There he goes.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Alright, get another. Alright, here's Peppo with another fish.
Oh yeah, well. Ah, good job. Yeah, man. Oh, yes, sir. Buddy, I tell you what, Wes. When one strikes that spinner bait, you don't miss him much. Look how he got that thing down in there, and we've had such a trouble holding on to him with that jig, which I'll admit, our jig hooks ain't, or the football heads we're throwing don't have a very good hook in them. But we got some better hooks. Come out there, buddy. See how deep down in there he got? He struck it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bud. Try down the side of your jaw there. Mm-hmm. Dang it, man. There we go. Oh yeah.
Alright, there he is. Pretty
decent.
fish.
Yeah. We take a bunch of them.
Oh yeah.
Back in there you go.
Let's get another.
Another-
Alright, another green fish.
Another green fish, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll take them.
Back in the water. Let's get another. Alright, there's Peppo with another little old fish.
Yep.
How many does that make?
Shucks, Wes, I don't
Not
know.
many.
Huh?
Not many.
Not me. Yeah, we've missed a whole lot.
Alright, alright.
There he goes.
Get another.
He's mad. All right,
That thing Wes got a nice largemouth there. Good and 3 pounder better, man. That's good and Wes. Good deal, bud. Ease him back in the water. All right, he's gone. Get you another.
All right.
That was on that old junky bait. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
old,
called it junky last night.
yeah, old junky bait there. I don't know. Anyway, he's got them odd colors, you know. All right, folks. Our old Wes is with a pretty dang good fish right there, Wes. That's 20-incher.
Mm-hmm.
Every bit of it. That's a nice one, I'm telling you. Good. Dandy. All right, bud. Back in the water he goes. All right, good job.
Oh yeah, Papa's got a nice one here. See if we can get him in the net. One jumped off on me back there.
Ah, good.
That's a nice one, yeah.
All right, old big boy. Hold on now. Oh man, ain't they pretty? I'm telling you what. Ooh, son.
That's a nice one right there. That's 3 pounder.
Yeah, buddy. That is a nice one.
Yeah, it's a 20-incher or more.
Folks,
All right.
I'm gonna tell you something. Man, that's a nice fish, Wes. Good. I mean, yeah, boy. Damn. That fish there, 4 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that fish hit that bait, and he didn't take it. I dropped it back, picked it up, and give him a second. I felt him come back and get it, and just waited on him. We're hooking a lot of fish, but they're getting off. You know, we're losing them, and we're just trying to give them time to get the bait. You know, and they're hitting it, and then turn right around and I don't know, you know, spitting it out or whatever. But it's kind of finesse fishing, really, with a half-ounce jig, you know, if that makes any sense. So we're going to make one more cast here and maybe relocate. That's the best fish we've caught tonight, Wes.
Oh yeah, let's get another.
All right.
All right, the very next cast, he's got him another one.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey, he's trying his best to shake it. He's not as big as that the last one was, but did you see that?
Just come off.
Son of a gun.
All right.
When they run, when they turn that head away from you, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. Why I'm trying to tie this bait on right here, I'll tell you all what happened. Here's the story. Friday night, when Wes and I went up there, we started out. We got there a little bit before dark, or just right before the sunset. And first place we pulled in, I don't know, we missed 5 or 6 fish. Two of them jumped off right at the boat while we're trying to get them in the net. The other 3 or 4 pulled off, you know. And it was just an odd situation. So we go to the next place over there, and same thing, you know. And then we got on the place, and Wesley caught them 4, 5, 6 fish. And I still hadn't put one in the boat. But, so, you know, we kept on fishing that night, and I said, you know, we must have had 30 fish hooked between the 2 of us and never got them in. I mean, you get them halfway in, 3/4 of the way in, get them up to the boat, they jump off, pull off, or whatever, and when you get them up in the light of the camera, you know, we got those headlamps on, and they want to make that run away from you, and a lot of them unhook themselves. Mm-hmm. But the reason for that was, here was the whole deal. Them fish was hitting that bait real funny. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a murderous strike. I don't know that we had more than 1 or 2 the whole night, or on Friday night. So anyway, I get up Saturday and I call Bill, and to tell him he'd called, and then when I called him back, he wanted to know how we done, you know. So I said, buddy, Bill, I said, we must have I don't know, you know, we put 11 in the boat, but we must have had a hold of 30 more that we didn't get. And I went to telling him, I said, how them fish was doing. He said, son, let me tell you, he said, I've had them do me that way on Norris Lake and Dale Holler and everywhere else I've ever been. And he said, here's what the deal was. When we were making our cast out there, just say we hit right here like this, and, you know, to pull that thing back in, well, you know, we just normally pick that thing up like that. And then pick it up again, and it go, and if the bank's sloping pretty steep, it may go 4 feet before it ever hits the bottom again, you know. Well, Bill said to do this right here, and it paid off on Saturday night because we caught a lot more fish. But what was happening on Friday night was them dang fish, they'd strike that thing when it was, which I've had caught a lot of fish on the fall. But when you'd set that thing back down, they done have it sucked up. It'd just be laying there. As a matter of fact, on Saturday night, Wesley hooked a fish, and I'd throw it out, and I just laid my rod down on the front of the boat. Well, when I went up there and picked it up after we got his fish off, there was a fish on it. And I, you know, and the rod was laying on the front of the boat, and I seen it swinging around, and I thought, well, the thing's about hung up, and I grabbed it up there, and he was going like this. He'd done on there. And but anyway, Bill's deal was, he said, when you pick that thing up, don't just pick it up and glide it like that. He said, just kind of give it a little pop, like that. You see how that bait does? Falls back. I hope you all are getting to see that, because that is the ticket, you know. When you pick it up like that, see how it stands up and then falls right back. And them fish our hook ratio on Saturday night was twice as better as it was on Friday night, just because of that little twitch right there. You know, rather than just pulling that thing over and doing that, we were just popping it up off the bottom. And they was getting it. Let's see who this is. Hopefully somebody can tell us what's going on. Mike, what have you got me here?
All you gotta do is push the button.
I know it, but which, I forgot which one it was. Here it is. There we go. Did we cut them off? I think so, yeah. Call us back. Call us back. We'll talk about it here. I know we've opened up a can of worms right here with that out there.
May have.
May have, yeah. Give us a call back. That's probably Bill. But, yeah, it was all about
Presentation.
presentation.
Yep.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Presentation. You know who always says slow. Well, we were slow, but you know, like I said, I always picked that bait up and say here was the bottom. The bait's like, oh, Mike, you got me all messed up here. And I'd pick it up and it'd go like that till it hit the bottom again. And Saturday night, after Bill's little tip there, I told Wesley, I said, we're going to do a little different. And I'd pop that thing up like that. And you see how that bait falls back to the bottom? That football-headed jig, and you know, look at it. And when them fish would see that, they couldn't stand it, you know. And so it made a lot of difference. It made a lot of difference. And now what I'm expecting to happen in the next few nights up there, I mean, it may happen this coming, but them fish will get more aggressive. And when you pick that thing up off the bottom and it goes falling down that slope, he's going to go bam, like they normally do. But now this past weekend was a tricky situation.
Yeah. That full moon.
That moon was full, clouds covering it up, and then that opening back up. So I don't know what the deal is. Dylan, no phone call back. Let me get this thing. There it is. I've had the phone messed up, I think. Hello, caller.
Hey, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, how are you, brother?
We're doing great. Yourself?
Yeah, doing good. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Did you catch that catfish on top water?
No, we were minnow fishing in about 20 foot of water and hooked it on the 6-pound line. Took about 15 minutes to wrestle him in.
Oh, man, son of a gun. Well, I tell you what, that thing was a monster, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of a scary looking thing when I first put the light on him and seen him.
I'd say so. It looked like a big swordfish, didn't it?
Well, at first it did, but I've seen them come to the surface, but I've never ever caught one.
Mm-hmm. I have seen them in my childhood. My dad's friend, the old man that used to run the ferry crossing there at Ladd's Landing when you pulled it across with the cable. He had them several at times down there. He run trot lines across the clinch, and he'd have them shovel bill cats hanging up, and along with other catfish. My dad used to, what he baited some of his hooks with was ivory soap, and Dad would buy them out at the little old dry goods store, buy those big bars of ivory soap, and we'd take them down there to that guy, and 5 or 6 bars of them, and give them to him, and well, I can't say to tell you the rest of the story, but you know what I mean. And I think it was $2 across the river.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, I've seen a few, but I always thought they kind of fed on the surface, you know.
You do it time.
Well, I don't know. I've always heard that, the ivory soap would catch them also. But, just never ever caught one. I was really surprised and kind of pleased to catch one like that and that big. But now I believe Tennessee's record is somewhere between 65 and 75. So, that's not a real big fish, really,
Yeah.
compared to that.
Well, I'm fixing to put Wesley. He's sitting over here get the state record for shovel bill catfish in the state of Tennessee. But I think you're right. I think it is up in the right around 60 pounder, a little better. We'll know here in just a minute. But it's I mean, they are spooky looking, ain't they?
They definitely are. And I believe they're protected in Tennessee also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or either there's a size limit on them one. I'm going to find out here in just a minute and let you know back. But anyway, I'm proud to get the picture. Glad you called us. Good to hear from you. And what else? Are you catching crappie, Mike, or what's going on?
Well, no crappie, but we did go Saturday night, put in about 10, fished about 3 at Watch Bar. And about a 20-inch small and about a 3.5, 4-pound large.
Mm-hmm.
And we caught several more smallmouths and several more largemouth.
Good. I was glad to hear that because I used to fish down there a whole lot of a night this time of year and could always catch a lot of fish up till July the 4th. And after the 4th of July, they were gone. I mean, pull in on a good point and catch 3 or 4 fish and go to the next and do the same thing. And then, like I said, after July the 4th vacation that week, seemed like from then on it just got tougher and tougher. So,
Well, I think when that water hits about 85, you've pretty much got to go deep and Watch Bar.
Yeah. Agree. And no doubt about it. Shoot, like I said, 15 to 18 foot on a spinner bait, long running point, across from Bayside, Blue Springs, on those rocky points there, throw a little old hair fly, catch a lot of smallmouth in there in that 8, 10 foot of water. But after July the 4th, it's like there wasn't a fish in the lake.
Yeah, it really changes. Everything the other night was on spinner baits, blue and purple, black and red, and you had to throw it just about on the bank and drag it off.
Yeah. That's exactly. I guarantee you. That's the way it's been in the past. But I hadn't, like I said, I think, was it last year when we went down there and fished that one night, last summer? It had three. You caught one, I caught one, Wesley caught one.
Is it?
That's it. And I think that was in August.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But we took a wild hare to go down there and see if we could do any good last year in August, and that during the full moon, and we each caught one fish apiece, and that was it. So
I'm
we
going
don't.
to try to catch the new moon about the 1st of July, the 2nd, or before the 4th, and see what happens on the new moon.
Hey, that sounds good. Mike, 64. How much you say? 104 pounds on that state record. Caught in 2016.
Now, that's just a baby fish then.
Yeah, man, I'd hate to see one of them suckers 100 pounds, wouldn't you?
I'm not even going to try to get him in the boat.
No, just cut the line and let him go.
Just let him go. Well, I'll let y'all go. I appreciate talking with you. Maybe we'll see each other somewhere.
Hey, same here, Mike. It's good to hear from you, man. We hadn't communicated, but I told you over there you was in the family, so stay in touch, will you, bud?
Well, that item you're going to get for me, just leave down at Glenn's one day and I'll pick it up.
What was that? Oh, that item you said.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. It sounded like you said that island, and I thought, what island did I tell him I was going to get anyway? The item. I got you, brother. I'll take care of it.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
You too, buddy. See you. A paddlefish. Well, Mike's still listening. It said it's classified, Mike, as a paddlefish instead of a shovel-bill catfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which that's what we always learned, what they were, a shovel.
I think it was in the late 70s, early 80s when we talked to the game warden down there, and that's when they stopped the commercial fishing in Watch Bar Lake because they said they was eliminating all those shovel-bill catfish and stuff, and they put them on the endangered species list. They was catching so many of them to get the eggs out of them for caviar. And they'd done 2 or 3 lakes down in Middle Tennessee, and it moved on to Chickamauga and Watch Bar and stuff, and I think that's when they put a ban on shovel-bill catfish.
Dang, Mike, I didn't know that jig looked that good.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Well, I was in the same boat with you on Friday night, me and Jeff. It just got hilarious that we was laughing at each other because all night long we jerk and you get 1 or 2 winds on it or get him halfway to the boat or whatever. Anywhere in between catching him and hooking him, he'd get off. And it was just unbelievable. I don't think we caught more than 2 or 3 fish on Friday night. And of course, I went back Saturday night by myself, and I kept fooling with some different baits and stuff. And
Good water everywhere.
once I did get on the right bait, I caught quite a few fish. And most of the time, right here's what I'd end up with.
Yeah.
Broke spinner bait and bent wire, everything. And after they wadded up into a ball and you'd straighten it out a few times, then the next thing you know, either they'd throw the bait out, the spinner off of it, or they'd break the wire.
Yeah.
And, you had to sit down and re-rig and everything. And I did catch a few on the black with the watermelon and stuff there. But most of it, and it seemed like that trailer, that Viber, done better. I guess it's because it hung out behind the skirt a little more or something than the other. I tried the big claw, and I don't think I got a strike on it. And it had been hitting that pretty good.
Well, Friday night, that's what Wesley was catching all the fish on.
Yeah.
And
just a regular, like number 11 chunk there on that one, but it seemed like that Viber was doing a whole lot better on that spinner bait.
Yeah.
Done real good. One point there, I think I missed 3 and caught 5 off of one little old point there where it rolled around, where the creek come up there close to it.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you guys got that dang aquarium so far away from me, I can't make it work. As you can see how them legs on that trailer, when you pick that thing up off the bottom, how they
Yeah.
got a lot of action to them.
And a lot of action too.
And makes them fish. I mean, that's sometimes it takes that to get a bite. And in there, put your big claw on there. And we'll try that, but them fish change. Shucks, we think they change from week to week.
Yeah, night to night, tell you the truth about it.
What some guns are wanting. Yeah,
Stuck to it, didn't
stuck to it. Yeah.
A lot more action, ain't
Yep, a lot more action in that one. Which it's those blades. The more, the legs on that thing, the more it. Dang, Mike, that spinnerbait's trying to hang up here in the aquarium.
Yeah.
You taught that thing bad habits. Huh?
Yeah.
But you got the size of those legs versus them right there is 3 times bigger. It's got a lot more vibration to it. This, that, and the other. But the point that I wanted to make was of how those baits how they looked, and how they was reacting to that. The normal
11 chunk.
cast up there. Throw it out there, let it hit the bottom, pick it up, and if it's on a slope bank, and there's what we call that's a salty crawl, but it's the same size as the old number 11 pork chunk.
A little bit of action, but it ain't nothing like the others.
It ain't nothing like the others. That's a fact, Mike. But it sure catches fish.
Catches fish too.
Big. But it was all about the rod tip action. Just a little pop up off the bottom, and then bam, you feel it, get it. But or either suck it in, suck it up off the bottom. But we'll see. It may be totally different. Tomorrow night, you can't never tell. Just have to get up there and try and see.
Now I had a big difference too in the type skirt material. This is a silicone type material on this bait here, and I had a spinner bait with that on it, and I think I may have got 2 strikes, and then I got changed out and put the old black rubber, this solid black rubber. This here's got a little bit of red glitter in it, but it's a solid black rubber on there.
Yeah.
And got that vibra chunk on it, and it was like you turn the switch on it, knocking the bar out of that thing.
We've talked about different trailers, different techniques of the rod and the bait, and the color, finding the right color. Heck, here you are throwing watermelon this week. Next week it may be black and red.
Think?
And the most. They'll hit about anything a little bit, but getting the right color and getting dialed in is the key to it.
Yep.
For sure. Let's see. What else was it we was thinking about? Dylan Offshore was having about 14 minutes. Okay, we've got about what, 10 or 12 minutes in
Commercial.
commercials. Okay, because we're going to cut the show short. If you got anything you want to ask us, call in right quick. We're only going to stay on here a couple, 2 or 3 more minutes. And then we're going to turn it over to our sponsors and that kind of thing. Do remember them folks. The Reynolds Racing's got that brand new Bullet SST, new model, the latest thing out. Got the Allisons down there and the side by side, so on and so forth. Tim's Tires, self-explanatory. You go down there and look in that building, and it's just stacked full. And they're leaving there all the time because they're bringing them in truckloads at a time.
Right.
And you can't beat their prices down there. And they've got name brand tires. They've got all kinds of different brands. And so give them a shout on if you're needing tires. Just put 4 new tires on my boat trailer. Can't complain a bit. I'd say them I had on there probably had 60, 70,000 miles on them.
Mm-hmm.
If not more. It was a 08 boat trailer, and I was putting 5,000 to 7,000 miles a year on just going fishing and mileage, and so they've lasted a long time, and I'm hoping this new set will do just as good, and I'm sure they will. So do remember that, and Edgemore Outdoors, we got the new reel selections I showed you last week. All kinds of new baits and stuff coming in over there. I mean, Jim, he's all the time looking, searching, trying to find, new things that's out and keeping them in stock over there and that kind of thing. So don't forget Edgemore Outdoors. Then IUOE, don't forget those fine folks. And the message they're trying to get across to everybody is pretty self-explanatory, and we appreciate them being a sponsor of the show. Pamela Ann's Fudge and Candies there in Oliver Springs, sold the world over, goes everywhere. I don't see how they keep up. Vans Auto Parts there in Oliver Springs, want to thank them, and then Mount Pisgah Bible Printing. So, Mike, 2 minutes. What do you got?
Got to get ready to go.
Got to get ready to go.
Yeah.
We're hoping that we can make a trip tomorrow night and try them out. So I didn't know things had gone that fast. God bless you all. See you next week. We'll hope to have something a little better than what we had tonight. Okay, folks, welcome to the Edgemore Outdoors. I'm over here with Vance and Jim today. They've had several customers in. Just to give you a little idea of the whole shop. You guys have seen it. You know what's in here. I mean, it's, everything that you're looking for. And then they just keep getting all the new stuff in. So we're going to get over here to the counter and visit with Vance. He's been making a list. And we got a bunch of reels up on the cabinet. And we're going to take a look at that. Everything in the world in here, fishing lures, lines, plastics, sunglasses, all kinds of baits, swim baits, jigs, spinner baits, plugs, rods, reels, boat saver. I mean, it's all here. So come by and see Edgemore. We'll get over here and see what Vance has got us here on the counter. All right, folks, I'm here with Vance behind the counter. Vance, what you got laid up here for us, bud?
What we got here is some newer Daiwa spinning reels and a Daiwa Tatula CT bait caster.
Uh-huh.
And then we also got a newer Lew's bait caster here. It's a Tournament Pro.
Yeah.
We got some new Dixie Custom feather stick rods here.
So now you've been bragging about that rod a whole lot. Let's hear about it.
Well, this rod's a little bit lighter than the other models. It's also, the blank is made thinner, and
Yeah.
instead of just red foam, it's got actual red wind grips on there for you.
Uh-huh.
So that's a real nice rod there.
Well, I picked it up. I sure did like it. It is light about that, and it's got some good backbone to it to be that light. So that's a plus. Now, what about these two reels right here,
We got a Daiwa Revros here, that's $49.99.
Mm-hmm.
And a Daiwa Exceller here, $79.99.
Well, I tell you what, they sure feel smooth
Yeah,
to me.
they're light, they're smooth. It's a real good quality reel for the money there.
Okay.
We also got Mega Bass. Got
Yeah.
all that in here.
Got some Mega Bass
Got
and
Mega Bass. Yep. We got some new braid, different kinds of braid that is fluorescent.
yeah.
Glows under high vis.
Okay.
Got the Tokyo rigs. Got new VMC Nico shroom weights.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, folks, get by here to see Edgemore Outdoors. Jim or Vance will be here. Got live bait, night crawlers. I mean, you know, hey, if we don't have it here, you don't need it. So get by here and visit with Edgemore Outdoors. All right, folks. Friday. Hey, folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, 620 Ray Street here in Kingston. Got Mr. Glenn Reynolds here with us. Glenn, tell us about this beautiful bullet boat sitting here.
Okay, this is the latest deal. It's called SST. It's 21 foot long. Has a lot of key features inside. It's got three coolers, so you keep your beverages plenty cool. Got a little wider front end up front. And it's got the recessed foot pedal for the new Spotlight trolling motors that I'm gonna try to sell Steve one.
Yes, sir.
And it's a pretty silver and red.
Boy, it's beautiful. It really is.
Got the new 250R.
250R on that thing, folks. Man, this thing looks sharp.
That's just one boat. Of course, we got it in the background here.
Yeah.
We've got several side-by-sides.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then...
oh, there's the big 5-seater. That's a 5-seater. Man. Dadgone it,
We've
Glenn.
got a lot of side-by-sides.
Yes, sir.
And then we've got, of course, this is
Allison?
this is Allison Color Pro Series.
Yeah.
It's called a Pro Elite.
Pro Elite, okay.
And it's got, I guess here is some of the different pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Got a TV screen in the front, Glenn.
Yeah. And then it raises it up. It's called an E-pad.
Right.
And Allison has a patent on this, I think.
Uh-huh.
And you can raise it up where you can, if you're a tall guy, you can still see
it. Yeah, yeah.
That's sort of unique.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, we've got the Allisons and the bullets on this side.
Right. Oh, man. We've got the twin yellows here, don't we?
Got the twin yellows. One's yellow and white, one's yellow and black. This one will be in Mercury's brochure. I went down and made some pictures at Joe River Lake, and it should be coming out pretty soon in the brochure.
Right, right.
And, of course, it has the E-pad, it has a spot lock.
Uh-huh.
I call it Ultrex.
Right.
Now, this is called a 21 RDC. It's a raised deck wheel console.
Uh-huh.
And it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and it's
one of my favorites.
It's a beautiful boat.
Good.
Yes, sir.
And now it's got the new 300R on it.
Uh-huh. 300R, man.
And, but we can mix and match any engine combination just about you want.
Yeah.
Some people want 300, some want 200, some want 250s.
Yeah.
And but we're normally selling 250 and $300. You say.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we got a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff, Glenn. Glenn, you want to mention something about the pontoon boat sitting over there?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Got a veranda pontoon boat here. Man, that thing is beautiful.
And I guess over here we get a close-up.
Yeah.
Everybody else has got plywood bottom. It's got what we call a cooling slot.
Mm-hmm.
It's all aluminum. It never soak up any moisture or water.
Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. They, it's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes.
Barnhart, I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David. I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air. And I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind. Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind.